Hello, my friends. This is Wild Kate, and after being given a treasure hunting device, it has become my main hobby. I study the history of treasure hunting, old maps, and study different legends, hoping that I too will be lucky enough to find a real treasure. Today I have for you a story about a treasure that has been waiting for whoever finds it for several thousand years, and it has waited. It happened on September 5, 2018 in Como, Italy. During construction work on the site of the former Cressoni movie theater, which is literally a stone's throw away from where the ancient Roman Forum was located, a very interesting amphora was discovered. A greenish vessel, similar to a tall beer mug with a massive handle, was lying in the ground between two stone walls. There was an impressive-sized hole near the neck, and from the hole there was a gleam of pure gold. I could not believe my eyes. No one could suppose that such a treasure, a real treasure, would fall into our hands, one of the excavation participants recalled later. The find was promptly taken to the laboratory to be thoroughly examined. It turned out that the amphora is full of gold coins, which were carefully distributed in stacks. With great caution, the coins were removed from the vessel and washed with distilled water. Initially, 27 gold solidi, which lay on top, not in stacks, but scattered. All of them belonged to the era of the late Roman Empire, more precisely, to the V century. There were solidi of the emperors Honorius, ruled 384 to 423, Valentinian 425 to 455. The Eastern Roman Basileus Leo I Thracian, 457 to 474, and his short-lived co-emperor in the western part of the empire, Libius Severus, 461 to 465. The rest of the coins, those that were packed in stacks, took much longer to complete. The work took more than 3 years in total, and only now, in the spring of 2022, have results of this study appeared. Initially, it was assumed that the amphora may contain about 300 coins. However, these predictions were too modest, from the vessel took out exactly 1,000 gold solid, as well as something else. 3 rings, one of them with an impressive size garnet, 3 earrings, and a gold bar. In short, in a vessel made of soapstone, steatite, was hidden a fortune, almost 5 kilograms of pure gold. Later, the treasure was valued at 4 million euros, and this, as some antique dealers admitted, a modest estimate. Why are coins exactly 1,000? It is not easy to explain such precision, shrugs the shoulders of archaeologists. Perhaps the treasure was hidden by some accountant or, in general, the imperial official associated with finance. It is important that it was found near the Forum, where there was a brisk trade. The vast majority of the coins, 639 pieces, were minted in Mediolanus, today's Milan. In the 5th century, this city was the economic capital of the Western Roman Empire. The emperor's seat was at that time in Ravenna. All solidi were born between 395 and 472 years, and 2/3 of them after 455, that is, during the last 20 years of the Western Roman Empire. Recall that in 476, the warlord Odoacer overthrew the young Romulus Augustulus and closed, thus, the last page of the history of Rome. The coins bear portraits of 8 emperors and 4 empresses. In addition to solidi already mentioned rulers in the amphora, were also coins Petronius Maximus, Avitus, Procopius Anthemius, and Olybrius, with the last name is associated with the dating of the horde. He ruled Rome from the spring to late fall of 472, probably in this period of time, and was hidden treasure, as coins minted after Olybrius was not found. What was going on in 472? Perhaps this will reveal the story of this treasure. At the beginning of the year in the Western Roman Empire, with a new force broke out the struggle for power. The most influential military magister, Magister Militum. Ritzheimer not for the first time quarreled with the emperor. The new emperor became Olybrius, who shortly before that, on behalf of the Eastern Emperor, Levi arrived from Constantinople to reconcile Ritzheimer and Anthemius. Anthemius tried to resist, called for help the army of Osca Spillomer, but lost the war, and in the summer of 472 Ritzheimer's army besieged him in Rome. Soon Rome surrendered. July 11 Anthemius was beheaded. A month later died Ritzheimer, and Olybrius until November 472 remained sole ruler of the West, until he died of dropsy. Of course, we cannot know for certain how and who was hidden treasure with 1,000 gold coins in the trading city of Como, but to make guesses we will not prevent anyone. Perhaps the amphora with gold buried in the ground, until better times someone of the senators, supporters of Anthemius. Before Como was occupied by the troops of Ritzheimer or the commander Gundobad, who came to his aid from Gaul. After the death of Ritzheimer, it was Gundobad who took the post of Magister Militum. Or maybe the reverse situation. Fleeing from the Alpswillermer's Goths, the treasure was hidden by someone from the Romans, who kept loyalty to Ritzheimer and Olybrius. One thing is clear, neither for the first nor for the second better times have not come. The owner did not return for his gold.